We live.
Welcome back to another episode of the Love and Marriage Podcast. I'm your host, Wendy O, and this is my co-host, Hotep Jesus on his channel. You ain't drinking again, are you?
I need a little something after the day I had.
Uh-oh, tell us about it, or tell us what you can tell us about it.
It was just a long day, man. Meeting after meeting, phone calls. I got a little break. Got a chance to watch part of Godzilla versus the monkey, King Kong.
Ooh, you're not allowed to say that.
What?
Not allowed to say Godzilla versus the monkey.
Oh, why?
I don't know. I'm just saying somebody's gonna try to cancel you over something.
Exactly. And then I had chess practice tonight for 2 hours, and
nice.
I utterly failed at that.
Practice makes perfect, though. You can't grow without failing.
Yeah. So it's just been a long day. My brain's just hurting.
Oh, I feel that. I feel that. It's things are going though. That's progress.
Definitely progress. Learning new things,
So you were on a show. Whose show were you on?
Was?
You posted something about organic, and I forgot what you said. I was like, we're talking about this Wednesday. I was like, what is this man talking about?
Oh, that was old, man. That was when was that? January?
Oh, okay.
I think I did that, and then they released a clip from it, so the clip came out.
I see.
So I just posted the clip to my timeline because I thought it was just a really cool scene, high quality, Asian. Makes me look semi-important.
I'm trying to get my setup a little bit better, but I don't know how to do it. It's hard to get I have a really great camera. I don't know how to do it. I need to rearrange the office and do the lighting. I need to hire a professional to come and help me.
Yeah, I'm not fucking around with that shit. I ain't got time for that. One day we'll have a Hotep studio. Just pay somebody to come and engineer and tell us what to get.
How do I do that? Do I just look for a photographer? How do I hire somebody to do it for me?
What I would do is, I know somebody who has Fresh and Fit, who has a really nice setup.
Mm-hmm.
And I would start up an agency about setting up your podcast streaming, and I would charge people on how to set that stuff up, equipment you need, and so on and so forth.
I literally have everything. I just need someone to come do it for me.
What? Cook it up?
Well, I have the camera hooked up to the OBS, but as far as the lighting goes, I need somebody to do the lighting for me, and I need. Because we're real particular about how we look, so it has to be perfect.
Yeah, you probably will need a film guy, yeah.
So I guess how do I even find somebody though?
Just look up videographers in the area.
Okay, I'll do that.
Some high quality videographers. Somebody that's gonna be really expensive, and tell them to come through and set up your lighting.
I'll pay them whatever, because I'm making money.
It'll be cheap. It'll be cheap. It's gonna be too expensive.
So before we talk about the drama, you want to hear the story that happened to him at the grocery store yesterday.
Who? To who?
You know who.
Hubby?
Yes.
What happened?
So he was in the grocery store with our daughter, and this lady walks up to him. She was Asian, rushes over to him and hands him this pamphlet.
Reject the what?
Reject the CCP.
Reject the CCP. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
But we're in Southern California, number one. There's some important pieces about this. So we're in Southern California. You don't get a lot of that here, but we live in a nicer neighborhood, and there is a pretty big Asian community. And they're very pro 2A. And they're very outspoken about what a lot of stuff is going on. And considering they have all this ALM going on, hubby is he's Hispanic. He's got some tattoos on him. He's not super approachable. So just the fact that she came up and she felt comfortable enough to hand him this pamphlet and was not scared, I was kind of like, I was taken back a bit. I thought she was very confident.
Oh no, white people are very bold these days.
Well, she's
they ain't
Asian.
scared of nobody.
She's Asian.
Oh, Asian people ain't never been scared of anybody.
But still, though, especially with all the stuff that's going on.
Nah, they ain't scared of nothing. They know that's propaganda. They got sense.
Wow.
This whole Asian stuff is ALM stuff is ain't nobody really.
I think what's happening, I think it's just random. I can't say all of them, but I feel like it's partially random and they're just playing it up to that.
You can literally think about how many people are in this country and how many incidents happen all over the country all the time that they never report on. They can create a whole entire string. They can make you think dogs have become infected with the zombie virus and are attacking people nationwide. If they reported on all the dog bites, people would be like, oh my God, dogs are dangerous, right? If they report on all, so they can just select what stories they want and then to push the narrative. So I don't believe it.
I don't either, because I don't know. Maybe in other parts of the United States, but like where I am, it's not like people aren't out here like looking for a specific type of person, like because everybody's so mixed. What does the pamphlet say? So the pamphlet says is the Epoch Times, which I believe he donates to, and it's the CCP cover-up led to a panorama that now impacts the lives of people around the globe. See through the deception and keep our families truly safe. Sign the petition today. Reject the CCP.
Why? What facts do they have to back up that claim?
Okay, they're stating information cover-up leads to a panorama. It was a 4 to 6 week cover-up about stupid that leads to a global incident. As of June 2020, the vagina is impacting over countries and territories, causing 23 million infections and more than 800,000 deaths. Ambitions of global domination and deep infiltration. The CCP infiltration into universities, corporations, NGOs, and government discreetly manipulated the prosperous world into complying with its agenda. Erosion of founding principles. The CCP despotic rule has caused over 80 million Ds in C and has committed crimes including all different types of things I can't pronounce. It's also got, it says it's that the V is connected to the CCP. Sign the petition, etc.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, she knows what she's talking about. That sounds based. That sounds real based to me.
Yeah, but I was just surprised that, normally in Southern California, we don't see this. And if you come out generally with stuff like this, it's like a mob mentality and you'll see, well, I guess it's because we're not in the hood anymore. We're in a nice neighborhood.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
Setting up, I mean, I would expect that to be in California because California is where the CCP buys up all the politicians first and foremost because it's closest to their land. So I fully expect that to be in California.
Yeah, but there's so many people that they, social media portrays it to be the opposite of that. I guess if you go in it depends where you go though.
Cool.
I don't know. I just thought that was very interesting. It was just.
Shout out to her, man. Whoever her name is, shout out to that lady, man. Keep passing that shit out.
Yeah, I thought it was great, but she pulled it out of her pocket and just was right up in his face, didn't mind. And I thought it was awesome. But I was he came home and I was kind of shocked. Anyways, so I sent you a message because I just got off the phone with the real estate agent and this was kind of crazy. When he told us this. Okay. So, the house that you and your family live in, you and your fiance and your beautiful family, do you guys own it? Did you guys buy it or are you renting?
Rent.
Okay. Have you ever bought a house before?
No.
Okay. But you worked in the real estate industry.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you were in the real estate industry, I don't know what role did you have when you were in the industry?
Mortgage broker.
Okay. So when you're in the process of buying a house, one of the things you can do as a buyer is you can write a letter to the seller and say, hey, I have a family. This is the perfect house for me. This is my dream house. We want to be forever. We have, the school district is great. You kind of play on the emotions.
Okay.
So we're currently bidding on a house that the family has been there for 50 years.
Okay.
They don't want to sell it, but they're going to end up selling it because they want to move to Long Beach, which is closer to other parts of their family. So I told the agent, I go, well, we should write a letter in this case and send a picture. He's like, nope, you can't do that. I guess beginning of the month, the California Realtors Association or whatever it is nationwide, they said it is illegal to write a letter now talking about family size, family, gender, kids, pets, etc. You can no longer let them know, and race too. You're no longer allowed to let the seller know any personal information about you.
Why?
So that by their logic, I assume that it's so that there's no discriminatory things that happen. To me, it's an attack on the nuclear family, and I'll tell you why it's an attack on the nuclear family. In California, we get a lot of people from other countries that come in, they pool their money together, they've got a lot of money, and they buy property. And what they do with these property, they rent it out. And the reason why they're renting it out and they're staying in their other country is because they're able to. No other country, I don't think, that I can think of off the top of my head, and correct me if I'm wrong, allows, unless you're a legal resident and you're living there, will not allow you to buy property. United States does. But in California, that's one of the reasons why our properties are so expensive, is because you have a lot of people, investors from other countries that are coming in and they're paying cash for this stuff. So now we're really not able to, the sellers are really not able to differentiate if it's an investor coming in or if it's a family that's buying the house. And me personally, if I'm selling a property, I would rather the property go to a family as opposed to an investor.
Yeah. I could agree with that. So what do you think the ulterior motive is here? You said it's an attack on the family. How do you believe it's an attack on the family? Well,
the nuclear family is now being frowned upon these days. If you are a man and a woman who are married with kids.
What's the governing body we're talking about here? The real estate who?
I want to say it's I want to say it was a Realtors Association or it was a Fair Housing Association. It was something that was just passed.
FHA?
Not FHA. It's, well, actually, maybe. I don't know. I forgot what he said on the phone. But you are no longer allowed to write a letter. And I asked him, but he's like, I don't have the exact whatchamacallit, the exact law or the act, but it's passed to where you can't. And this is nationwide. You cannot tell people.
This is nationwide, you're saying?
This is nationwide.
Okay.
But in California, this is not good because it's already hard for families to purchase homes here because the cost of living is so high. And part of the reason why real estate values are so high is because you have people coming in from other countries that are buying these houses up and selling them. Or not selling them, but using them as rentals, buying like large corporations. It's very prevalent here. That's one of the reasons why.
Trying to find it.
I don't know where it is. I wish I would have had more information. I literally just got when I sent it to you, I just got off the phone with them. I was like, I got to tell Hotep before I forget.
Buyers can attach a letter to the offer themselves, describing themselves. So, all right, I found one article here from the Washington Post. There's in a housing market with a high demand for limited supplies, buyers must often compete in a variety of ways. Buyers can attach a letter to their offer or mail a letter to the sellers describing themselves and their appreciation for the house, so on and so forth. Buyer love letters are not always successful and not useful to the seller. While most people assume the letter is harmless, the National Association of Realtors alerted its members in 2020 to the possibility that letters could violate the Fair Housing Act.
That's what it was.
While sellers may accept any offer they choose for their property based on price and terms, fair housing laws prohibit discrimination based on protected characteristics such as religion, race, family, or family status for prospective buyers. Frequently, buyer love letters are written to tug at the heartstrings of the sellers. That's what you were talking about. Mm-hmm. If buyers write a letter about how much they look forward to hosting Passover Cedars or that they can picture their daughters posing for prom pictures in front of the fireplace, then they have revealed their family configuration and their religion to the sellers. If the offer is not chosen, the sellers could be accused of making a decision based on those factors in violation of fair housing laws. Buyers are not barred from writing these letters, of course, but to avoid potential discrimination, they may want to stick to describing their enthusiasm for the features of the house or neighborhood rather than revealing too much personal information. NAR recommended that its members explain the pitfalls of letters to their buyer clients. This don't say that you can't do it.
Well, my agent was instructed
He's advising against it.
Yes, he was instructed that you're not that we're not allowed to anymore and we can't do it. That's what he told us today.
His boss is probably saying that, but that's not what this says. This says that there's that the seller may be subject the possibility. So it does say here that the National Association of Realtors alerted its members in 2020 to the possibility that the letters could violate the Fair Housing Act. Now that's the NAR calling that shot. It's not the Fair Housing Act. The Fair Housing Act is just saying it's illegal to discriminate based upon such and such. And the NAR is basically saying, hey, don't reveal your stuff because you could be discriminated against. But according to Washington Post, obviously I'd have to dive in and Fair Housing Corner. Buyer love letters are a tactic used, to entice, consider. But before the next time you are faced with a buyer love letter, consider these best practices. Educate your clients about the fair housing laws and pitfalls of buyer letters. Inform your clients that you will not deliver. See, this is NAR calling this. It says inform your clients that you will not deliver buyer love letters, and advise others that no buyer love letters will be accepted as part of the MLS listing. Remind your clients that their decision to accept or reject an offer should be based on objective criteria. If your client insists on drafting a buyer letter, do not help your client draft or deliver it. Avoid reading any love letter drafted received by your client. Document all offers received. So you can deliver it on your own. It's just that this National Association of Realtors, which I know majority of them are attached to because they're realtors, they're advised to tell you not to do this, but you can do it. You can, if you have the
Correct.
buyers, the seller's information, you can deliver yourself, but your agent's instructed, probably by his boss, not to deliver this letter, and that's what the NAR is saying.
Yeah, because so we had written a letter to someone previously, and that was fine. But today, because we're currently bidding on a house, and he's like beginning of this week we had a meeting with the whoever the heck, and they told us not to do that anymore.
And this was published October 23rd, 2020.
So I don't know. That's what he told us today. And that makes sense because there's a lot, just because the National Association of Realtors is advising against it. But it also makes sense because it's in California, and in California, everybody sues for everything.
Right.
So he probably just don't want to get involved with it, which makes sense.
Yeah. He don't want to get involved because his boss told him not to, right? And he told you not to do it because that's what he's told to tell you. But that's not what the case actually is. The case is you can go do it on your own. It's just that he's an underling, and the powers that be have told him to obey. But you can send a letter; it's not illegal.
Okay, well, I thought it was illegal.
No,
I'm sure they'll make it illegal. I'm sure something's going to end up happening to where they make it illegal. Someone's going to get sued. Someone will get sued, and they will say
they can't sue you for sending a buyer a letter.
They can sue the agent for delivering it.
Right, but the agent won't deliver it because the NAR told them not to.
Right. I still think it's messy.
It's very messy. You know. Also, I believe one should be able to discriminate on who they sell their house to. Right?
You have no shoes, no shirt, no shoes, no shirt, no service.
Yeah. If let's say I have an all black neighborhood, right? And I want to keep this as an all black neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
I should be able to say, yo, I don't want white people living here. If this is an all white neighborhood and I want to keep this as an all-white neighborhood. I should be able to say I don't want to sell to any black people because I want to keep this as an all-white neighborhood.
I know the Italians in New York, they have blocks.
There's a lot of different people who operate like that. You got the Indian people around me that come knocking on your door every few months. You looking to sell? You looking to sell? You looking to sell? Because they want to buy up the whole neighborhood. Right? Now, when it's time for them to sell, they're not going to go through the same channels to sell. Right? So let's take the Indian community, for example, right? When it's time for them to sell, they're going to go to an Indian realtor. And the Indian realtor is only going to solicit other Indians. So their discriminatory practices are based upon nepotism and not discrimination so much. It's more about nepotism than it is really about discrimination. And I think that everybody should be allowed to discriminate. It's called freedom of association. You know, if let's say I know the neighborhood and I know the neighbors don't want to have kids in the neighborhood and you got kids, I might be looking out for my neighbors and be like, yo, they don't want, this is some old folks around here. They don't want kids on the block, or they don't want no young people on the block that's going to be partying, disturbing their peace. I should be able to discriminate and say, nah, I only want to sell this to some old folks. That's the power of having ownership, to discriminate. So this is that communism shit. I don't like this shit at all.
I don't either, but I guess what, I forgot my question. Yeah, I was like kind of taken back today. I was like, that's not good because we have our finances are up to par. We got a strong offer, strong down payment. The fact that these people lived in the house for 50 years, they raised their family. The fact that they have a pool reminds me of the good parts of my childhood. I was going to put all that in the letter. Because we got a 4-year-old. I want to put her in a nice neighborhood with a pool, 4-bedroom, big driveway. And now we don't have that leverage. That's an important piece of leverage we don't have.
Yeah. If I were you, I would contact the seller and send a love letter anyway.
Okay. I'll see.
Yeah. It's just that your realtor, it's above his pay grade.
I don't think it's above his pay grade because he makes a lot of money. I just think he doesn't want to. Grade. I don't think he wants to deal with the drama.
That's why I said it's above his pay grade.
He's a good realtor,
when you're above the system, you don't have to follow those rules. But he's through a system, the NAR.
True.
And the boss came in, so they're above him, and they're saying, "Look, you can't do that." Whereas any other realtor, if let's say he ran his own agency, he could say, yo, go ahead and send that. Because technically he's not doing anything wrong. It's up to the seller to discriminate based upon the Fair Housing Act.
That makes sense. Still crazy though. It's still messy. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Anyways, next topic. Do you want to talk about, which one do you want to talk about?
Here.
We got, oh wait, I think I got something else. So hold on one second. I think this is more of a topic for you and Uncle Hotep tomorrow. You guys can speak on that.
Uh-oh.
About Biden scraps Trump's restrictions on military members.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen though.
What's that?
And they says they're going to be paying for the surgeries. You're going to get an influx of people signing up to the military for that reason. It's going to get messy. It is going to get very, very messy. People that are in the military, generally they are there. I know I come from a very, very strong line of military. I think my dad's nephew, he's 5th or 6th generation. People are going to generally go in the military when they come from poverty. That's what my cousin did. He went into the military to straighten his life out. But they don't have another option. My cousin married a gentleman. He ended up going in the military because they got pregnant really early, like at 18 or 19. So you go in for those reasons to get your family health care, to get education.
Some girls
training.
go get government jobs just to get boob jobs because it's covered. Cosmetic surgery is covered under a lot of these insurance plans when you're a government agent. I know somebody who did it, so I'm speaking from experience.
Okay. I mean, well, they have to be a wage cuck, so it's not always
Well, you be a wage cook, then you open up an OnlyFans account and then you quit, right? You get the boobs, you open up your OnlyFans and you quit.
Why not?
That's the whole point of getting the boobs. So you can
It's
sell
hard.
them.
It's hard to. It is hard to get a government job though.
Depending on where you live, yeah.
Here it is. So it's super competitive. It's very. They have to hire a certain amount of from each race,
But
and you have to know
when
someone.
you live by the border and you speak Spanish, it's not so hard.
True. That's where the. Did you see the tweet from the Teletubbies today?
Hold up, real fast. We're gonna come back to the Teletubbies. Dimas Aja, $10 super chat from the great country, the great communist country of Canada. Appreciate you. If you're in the chat, stop grifting. Send in some super chats. If you ain't just sent a super chat, you grifting. At the very least, hit the like button. Likes are free. Hit the like button. What happened with the Teletubbies?
They tweeted something. First off, Teletubbies are always weird to me. Like, they're not. I feel like there's just some weird shit going on with the Teletubbies.
I mean, there's always been some weird shit going on Teletubbies. I remember when I was younger, they was talking about one of the Teletubbies was rainbow.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff, but they tweeted about Bitcoin today. It was 12 hours ago. They said, "Ayo, what could the Teletubbies possibly be hiding from us? Stay tuned for something big this week. Hashtag Bitcoin." I don't know why they tweeted about Bitcoin, but
Really?
apparently they did. So,
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
what everyone they're nominate Teletubbies for the grifters, people, please.
They're probably probably gonna be selling this, offering Bitcoin payments. Buy their products with Bitcoin.
Did we talk about the idiotic thing that Dr. F said about children?
Nah, what do you say?
He says that children should not be able to play together without wearing a Halloween mask until they get the V word.
Communism.
I can't. I read that and it made me mad. It got a reaction out of me. It made me mad. So mad.
We're in a weird time, man. We're in a really, really weird time. Josh Randall says, Hotep, is there any way to pull out this matriarchy and their husband, the state of tailspin, to pull the matriarchy and their husband out of this state tailspin? There's many ways. I'm going to be doing a podcast with an attorney, and we're going to be talking about some of this stuff because truly, like I said before, some people may be subject to the new laws passed in Congress, but there are certain individuals who are going to be exempt from these rules. I am going to be exempt from a lot of these rules. I'm not going to be like the rest of you because I'm going to go to court. I'm going to take my case law and I'm going to make myself exempt from these things. I'm going to keep my mouth shut about it. Because when you talk about it, that's when they try to come get you. Mm-hmm. And that's when they try to press you. That's when they try to give you a hard time. But like a lot of this stuff comes down to power, man. Oh, like you got to build your power. You got to build, you got to move to a place where you can do your own thing. Because there's a lot of states, 10th Amendment, a lot of states where they're not with this BS coming down from the government for now, right? Then there's the possibility of just like moving to places like in Saipan, like Vin Armani and whatnot.
Where he live?
Saipan.
Where the hell is that?
Like by Indonesia.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking into it.
It's getting too much. I mean, it's first it was like a couple weeks and it's over a year.
Yeah.
And the schools here, what they're doing is they're letting the kids go back to school, but it's only like 2 hours a day. So the parents and the kids have to go to their virtual classes first, and then the parents have to drive them to school for 2 hours and then pick them up and take them home. But they're not taking into account parents that have to work.
Oh, yeah.
Or parents that may, have to take public transportation to do this, and hours are different. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Shout out to Solo Sam. He said, loving the show. Got y'all on the big screen. Tag me on, take a picture of you watching the show. Tag me on Instagram, Hotep Jesus, the number 2. And I'll repost it to my stories, man.
Anyways, let's talk about some tea.
Tea. Uh-oh.
Did you watch did you watch? Actually, I didn't send it to you. Anyways. All right. So
which video?
Okay, hold on a second.
Quavo Saweetie?
Yeah.
I saw the video.
They didn't leave. Supposedly, I didn't see the whole video, but supposedly they said the beginning of it, she swung on him. So he just grabbed her and
well, you
threw
can
her
see
down.
that in the TMZ clip. You can see where she swung on him in the TMZ clip.
I couldn't see it.
At the very, very, very beginning, like the first 1 second, she throws a punch.
Do you think that's acceptable behavior for a man to do with his partner, his wife, his girlfriend, to throw her down like that? You
think he threw her down?
He didn't throw her down, but I think what I think happened, because I've been in multiple situations like this. I think she got hype. She threw one on him and he said, this is not happening. So I think what he did is he just pulled her and just tried to move her to the side, and she fell.
Let's pull the tape up. Let's pull the tape up live on the show. And let's walk through this, right? Because memories are not always the best, right?
Okay.
So let's run the clip. Let's run the clip and let's look at this. Let's see. Of course they got us watching an ad. Of course they would.
Can I see it on? Will I be able to see it on my end or?
Yeah. If you go to the YouTube link, you should be able to see me playing it.
Okay.
Or you can just go to TMZ and play it as I'm looking at it. All right, let's look at it. All right, so in the very beginning, you'll see the punch, right? Right, the 2-second mark is the punch. Everybody see that? Everybody see it? The 2-second mark is the punch from the girl. Right there. Boom. That's her. This is her. She just threw the punch. Do I need to pause the video at the punch?
No, mine's lagging because I'm watching the thing. Hold up one sec.
This is the punch right here. Right here is the punch. This is the punch.
I'm watching it now.
Okay. So she throws the punch. And now there's something in this bag. I don't know what's in this bag, but there's something very important in this bag. Let's watch the tape. He drags her and pulls her in there, and he's trying to get the bag. He secured the bag. Now he's like, okay, cool. I'm calm. I have the bag.
She's trying to get the other bag, though.
They're fighting over the orange bag.
Okay.
I don't know what's in the other bag, but I just know from his actions, he's very calm after he gets his hands on the orange bag. Right here, boom. He secured the orange bag, and he's like, all right, I won. And now he's chilling. She's on the ground, could potentially be injured. Maybe it's a leg injury. Maybe she sprained her ankle. I'm not exactly sure what happened to her, but seems to be on the ground right now.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to see.
He's going to look up at the camera right there. Looks like the elevator stopped at some floor. There's somebody standing there. They're like, all right, I'm not getting on the elevator. Maybe they're going down and they're going up, or the reverse is occurring here. She's still on the ground. I'll just, for the sake of hyperbole, I'll say she's crying. She's crying hysterically at this point. Oh, my leg. Okay. So she's still on the ground. Now he puts the orange bag there, right, to stop the elevator from closing, right? That's probably a sensor elevator. Now he's like, come on, like, get out the elevator. Come on, get out the elevator, get up. This is what I'm assuming he's saying. Like, come on, man, stop playing. You're doing too much. Get up. Now she pulls herself up. She's standing. She's trying to get up. This is why I think she has a leg injury, because she's having right here. You see her limping, and I don't even think she got on shoes.
Oh goodness! Now, at least he's holding the elevator open for her. Aw.
I don't see an individual throwing a woman down. This chat saying she capping.
still
The
watching.
chat saying she capping. Women accusing his behavior is why Nia Riley got beat up for years.
Well, let me tell the chat. I didn't get to finish talking.
Okay.
So I want to get your take on it. And I'm going to get my take on it.
All right.
Or you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay. So from what I saw, the footage that people were posting, the footage that people were posting,
Just played.
They clipped it. So they didn't even see her swing on him. All they were posting.
They cut that out. Okay.
Okay. So me just watching that, and I'm going to go through my whole entire thing. So from what I saw, it looked like, because they cut that part out, and it looked like he grabbed her and threw her down, because that's what they were showing. Because if you don't see her swing on him, then it's just going to look like he's grabbing her and throwing her down, which that's not the case. What I think he did, I think they were fighting over the bag, because I saw the whole thing. They were fighting over the bag. She swung on him. And what I have observed men do is, instead of them hitting, what they will do is they will grab you by your shoulders to calm you down, because women are very, very erratic. And I think he just was trying to get her to, maybe it was too hard and she was capping and she fell, like whatever it was. But what I'm saying is I think that sometimes women get too excited, and sometimes they need to be, because our hormones, we get crazy, and sometimes they need to kind of be like, not put hands on, but like shaken a little bit, like calm down.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. There's something in that bag.
Yes.
I don't know what's in that bag, but it's probably something really important. I would assume jewelry or circumstantial evidence. I don't know what's in that bag, but it looked like she tried to take that bag. The question is it his bag or her bag? Or, all we can do is speculate. Mm-hmm. Now, some people are saying that he was violent towards her. I don't see that.
I don't either.
I don't see violence. I see two human beings tussling over a bag. And this bag seems really important to him. Now, I don't know about y'all, but sometimes, like you said, women be wilding. Mm-hmm. They would take your stuff and throw it over the balcony or just cause a ruckus and have hotel security all up in your business. They do a lot of weird stuff. I've been in a lot of weird situations like that. And It's like you're put between a rock and a hard place, because it's like you don't want your stuff thrown over the balcony to the bottom floor when you're on the third, second floor, wherever you are, right? And these are rappers, so it's probably like a lot of jewelry in that box, probably. Mm-hmm. Hundreds of thousands, potentially. Again, we don't know if this is his bag or her bag. Maybe he was taking her bag, right? See, with the rap game, it's hard to tell because everybody's walking around with designer bags. The men got designer bags, the women got designer bags. So we don't know whose bag that is, right? Only thing we could do is just wait for them to speak up and say something on the matter. But I don't see violence. I see him pulling on her, right?
Sometimes you have to, though. Sometimes I got in an altercation with a female once. She walked up to me and she slapped me in my face.
Okay.
And I was shocked because I'm like, what?
Wow.
So what I did, instead of hitting her, because I'm like, okay, I'm not going to hit her. She's intoxicated. What I did was I grabbed her. No. Oh. What I did was I grabbed her by the throat and I said, don't do that to me again.
Okay. Gave her the George Floyd treatment.
Let her... I let her know, don't do this to me again. Uh-huh. Like, what am I supposed to do? Stand there and let her slap me again? I let her know, don't do it to me again. Yeah. And I used to know this crazy girl who used to get into it with men that would make men crazy, and there would be all kinds of crazy stuff happening. I used to know this.
That do that, yeah.
I used to know this crazy girl, and don't swing. Whatever you do, ladies, don't swing unless you have to, you're literally fighting for your life. If it's something materialistic, don't ever swing on a man. Don't. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I mean, like, what is a man supposed to do at that point when you're in a situation, your back's against a wall, and she's swinging on you?
Mm-hmm.
You can't let her hit you. You've got to restrain this person.
Yeah, you just restrain.
Like gender.
You restrain.
Gender is no longer a factor. This is a human being threatening your well-being, and you have to protect your safety. Got a super chat just came in. Josh Randall, he said, I had a lunatic girlfriend. If she went crazy violent, it meant she wanted me to tame her in the bedroom. Not proud of it, but that's another thing I saw the chat talk about. I wanted to bring up. There's a lot of women that create fights to create the ups and downs in a relationship, the climax. Because only thing better than makeup sex is breakup sex.
Oh, that's so toxic, man.
It's so toxic. It's so toxic. I used to have a girlfriend, maybe one or two, I can't remember, that would fight with me just for the makeup sex. Just to get me off my square, right? Just to see me get mad, and she would get excited by seeing me mad. And then after a while, I would pretend to be mad so I wouldn't have to so she wouldn't escalate the matter further. Because if I stayed calm, she would become violent. But if I got mad right away, she was satisfied, she was turned on, and now it was time to do the damn thing. Very, very, very weird.
Can you just imagine if people really embraced kinky role playing instead of causing problems?
I think is insecurity there where they don't want to communicate that, where that's their kink, but they don't want to communicate that, so they try to coerce it out of you.
That should be normalized. That should be normalized.
It should be normalized. Well, here's the problem. A lot of our relationships lack communication. And communication is because of fear, right? They fear to communicate their feelings and emotions because of fear of judgment. How is this person going to look at me after I tell them, I need to slap you around and get off? Like I told you about the Puerto Rican chick I had.
No.
I had this Puerto Rican chick in Brooklyn, right? And I used to come over on Saturdays and bang it out. You know what I mean? Friday, Saturday, come back home. Sundays, bang it out. And I want to say the second time I went over there, she was smacking me in my face. So yeah, I'm hitting it like missionary, right? Hitting it. She smacked me in the face. And I'm maybe 22 at the time. Like pretty young, 22, maybe 23. She smacked me in the face. Like, I've never been smacked in the face before during sex. And she from Brooklyn, and she Hispanic, so she always had an attitude. She was always like kind of angry. So I told her, I said, yo, don't smack me. So she smacked me again.
Oh, okay.
I was like, so I hit it harder. And then I think that was her way of trying to make me angry, to have like angry sex. I think she wanted me to hit it harder, and that was her way of communicating that to me. It was to smack me, make me angry, because she wanted to have rough sex, I'm assuming. Yeah. Yeah. But I was just like, you didn't have to smack me. You could have just said it.
Well, because you guys were kids at that time. That's being young. That's young. Anything under 25 is like kid, you're still trying to figure out what you like and trying to, because sex is very complicated for both parties, for men and for women, because you're still trying to figure that out, because if you're having sex in high school, it's not good sex.
Natasha Kayleen said he was turned on. She's not exactly wrong. Because the first smack, I was confused.
He's like,
what just happened? Right? But then when I realized what was happening, because I had to restrain her hands now, right? But then I realized what was happening. I'm like, oh, That's how you want it. Oh, so then it was like, yeah, it was kind of a turn on because I can't, you can't put that into words. But yeah, I was kind of turned on when she smacked me.
Okay.
And that's really weird.
That's not weird.
I'm prude. I'm like,
Okay.
I'm probably whacking the bed. I'll be honest with you. I'm probably whacking the bed. I ain't even gonna hold you. You know, so like, I guess I was being whacked and she smacked me. It was like, okay, now we on the right page.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sex is very complicated.
Then when
Very, very
then
complicated.
when we stopped messing around, she cried. Yeah. After she told me like she didn't really like me. Because one day I went over, it was like one weekend, and it was just like
Okay.
I came to hang out and we just didn't have any intercourse. And then I was like, all right, I'm about to leave. She was like, wait, we not gonna interface? And I was just like, nah, I'm kind of like, I'm good. Like I'm just, I'm not in the mood. Like it's like whatever. Like I'm not pressed. So she started breaking down crying. Like, oh my God, you're gonna leave me. You don't want to be with me anymore. Da 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 da. You don't like me and all this other shit. I was like, this hard Brooklyn attitude just turned into tears. So I stopped fucking with her after that. That was the last time I saw her.
Men and women, if you're watching this, you're not the person that you're humping in your early 20s. You're probably not going to marry them. Very rare that you will.
Yeah, facts. Well, I was humping my current fiance around 20 or 20. It's but I was humping a lot of people in my 20s, so I wouldn't say a lot. Like I said, I'm prude, so my numbers are real low, like real low, like embarrassing low. Um, I remember one time we was at a college, and my homeboy got one girl in one room, the other one got a girl in another room. We wake up in the morning. Everybody's like, yeah, yo, I smashed. I was like, what'd you do? I'm like, me and her were talking about chemistry all night. Or physics or some shit like that. And we just cuddled and fell asleep together. Like this was me in my 20s. Like I don't know, I'm not built like that.
Some people are not built like that. Like they're not. Some men are not. And actually those are the men that are keepers. And those are the men that are probably going to, in my opinion, those are the men that are probably going to respect you more.
Yeah. Josh Randall. Thank you, Josh. Josh is killing it tonight. Take notes from Josh. He's not a grifter. He said, I finally find an ultra feminine lady that's everything I could ever want. But she's 15 younger than me. What do I do? Okay, well, Josh, how old are you?
Yes.
And then, well, tell us how old you are, and we can calculate her age from there. Nah, don't worry about the grammar. We totally get it. It's a super chat. This ain't Harvard. Blah blah blah. He said, "Tell me you were the big spoon at least." I think we slept on the couch, and she slept on top of me. That's what I want to say. So, Josh, tell us how old are you? And then we'll calculate her age from there. Because it's not exactly bad to date younger. Usually I'm going to guess she's above the age of 25. That's what I'm going to guess, which would put you at 40. Before he even tells us, I'm going to guess his age is 40 and she's 25. And it's going to be that type of range. Because as Rollo Tomasi says, 25 is that epiphany age where they realize, all right, like I got to settle down because my looks ain't going to last much longer, so on and so forth. I'm 45 and she's 30. See, I knew it. Who's Wendy? We lost Wendy. We'll get her back in here in a second. No worries. Bro, don't let, she's 30, right? So she's well past that epiphany age. She needs to settle down right now. If she's what you were looking for, you're good, bro. You're good. That age at 30 is where she's realized that her sexual market value is probably going to decrease in a few years, And she's like, you know what? I need to settle down now. She's ready to settle down. She done had her fun. Maybe she's gone through the whole phase. Maybe she hasn't already, but she's well past that 20-year age. I'd say, you know, give her um, give her the get Unbreakable Rules of Masculinity. There's a couple of tests in there that you got to give women. Give her some of these tests. This test in Unbreakable Rules of Masculinity. It should be a link in the description box below. But in that book, there's some things that you can do to test if a woman's really into you. And it kind of builds some of that criteria. It's only $14.97. Go ahead, get you a copy, dog. And I think it's towards the latter part of the book. And you should see some stuff in there that'll help you decipher. But I don't think so Wendy O, he's 45 and she's 30.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's what I said.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. He is in the mature stage of being a man. I don't know any about his personal background, but generally men over 40 are they are divine. Men over 40 are divine. Women at the age 30, that she's ready to settle down. She's ready to be serious. She is probably an amazing person. I say go for it. I say at that age, 15 years is more than okay. If I was going to say if it was maybe 35 and 20, probably not.
Yeah. 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 Any, them 21-year-old girls,
No.
they just want to bang you. You know what I'm saying? They just want to bang. But 25 and up is definitely the sweet.
Yeah, I think I think 30 and 45 is like a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
The amount of maturity there. Last topic. Lil Nas X.
Oh man.
We got to just touch on that before we go.
Did you call him Lil Nas X?
What is that his name?
That was very Caucasian of you. Is Lil.
I'm not gonna say that, and there's a reason why I'm not gonna say Lil, and I'm not gonna say why. But I used to know somebody that was a Lil before all these other rappers became a Lil, and I'm just not gonna talk about it tonight.
Okay.
So we're not gonna do that. So I'm gonna say Little Nas X, the weirdo, because he's a weirdo. Okay. Yeah. So I want to talk about this. I want to break it down. So we know in the United States, and we know everywhere, the type of music, the types of globally, we know the type of stuff that is presented on the media, on national television. Hold on one second. Josh Randall just added some more context to this relationship. Okay.
He says, Sabrina treats me like I'm Jesus's twin brother. Maybe I'm just insecure about the age difference. Bro, you are in the perfect position to follow my number one rule. Do not tell her you like her. Don't say you love her. You can do little sweet shit. Like, actions are great. Don't say shit. The job is done. Once you say you like her or you love her or anything like that, the spell is broken. See, she's starstruck. When women are in the starstruck phase, you got to keep them starstruck, and you got to treat them like how celebrities treat groupies, at a distance. Do not break the spell. She is under the spell. Do not break the spell. Be very nonchalant and casual in your dealings with this woman, and you will have her for life.
Don't treat her like a groupie, though. No.
Treat her like a groupie.
Don't treat her like a groupie.
Not in a negative sense, like where you pour alcohol in her eyes and all that dumb shit that the rappers be doing. Don't do it like that. Not in a disrespectful term. What I'm saying is like how celebrities keep people at a distance and they don't let people in. Don't let her in. Yet. Somebody said Hotep single for a reason. Don't tell Zachary. Nobody tells Zachary. My bad. Little Nas X. What were you saying? My bad.
that was very Caucasian of you. Little Nas X is a weirdo. Okay. I know what he's doing, though. from a marketing perspective, he's genius. When he had his first hit single, what was that called? I'm going to ride that cowboy to the old town road, whatever. Let me finish talking.
I'm going to ride that cowboy. It's called Old Town Road.
Yeah, you're going to ride the cowboy to the old town road and you're going to ride until you can't no more.
Oh my God.
I'm not very off-white tonight. I'm full Caucasian tonight. I'm sorry. I failed you guys. All right. So we're going to ride this cowboy to the old town road. He trolled a lot to get that to where it was. So I respect the hustle with that. Then he came out as GAY. Okay, fantastic. Good for you. Good for you. I'm happy that you're finding yourself. And now he's got this new single, and he says the reason why he made the reason why he portrayed the video the way he did, him on a stripper pole down to hell, is because he said that for all his life, religious people kept telling him because he was the G word that he was going to end up there, and they didn't accept him. So he says that he did that as a way to kind of fight back. So as a hag, as a lifelong hag, I've been a hag since the age of 13. So that puts me at 20 plus years. I understand that.
It's a hag?
A hag? It's basically, there's a F word that goes in front of it, but we can't say that live.
Okay. Continue.
I've been that for a long time, and I've got receipts. I've got receipts of my long-term that. But I can understand the struggle and kind of wanting to like fight back and be like, I'm famous now, I can do what I want to do. But then we're also talking about his main audience being minors, being kids, because he's also came out publicly and said my audience is minors. So, but he's an artist. Artists do have the right to express themselves. And he also wrote a children's book. That being said, I understand you want to get big. I understand you want to get famous. You want eyes on you, which is fine. But at the same time, you're disrespecting something that is very sacred to many, many people. 1. 2, your audience base should not have that around them. And 3, do I need to put on my tinfoil yarmulke?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if I'm going to put on the tinfoil yarmulke, because I can do that, I'm a super Jew. It's playing into the agenda and to all the weird stuff that's been going on, to the acceptance of the devil and all the weird shit that they do over there.
I think you're absolutely right.
Which part?
All of the above.
Okay.
I don't think he did this and this was his idea.
Okay.
I believe that this was somebody else's idea and he went along with it. I believe that years from now, when he grows up, he's going to come out and he's going to say, I was exploited by the music industry. And he's going to come back and he's going to tell us all the stories. And one of them is going to be about this video and how he's going to say tricked him. But this is a young kid. This is a very young boy.
How old is he?
I don't know. Let's see how old he is.
Yeah, go. I'm curious to see.
Low.
Because even that demographic, and I support like majority of the G men. Okay, so he's a baby. He don't know. Boy.
Yeah.
He's a baby. He don't know. I support majority of G men, and a lot of them got a lot of issues because of some things that, have happened in their childhood, different things like that. But he's a baby. He's a baby. And
and that's the thing. Like, sometimes you're nervous, you're young, and there's a lot of executives in your face, and there's directors, and they're all throwing ideas at you, and there's a lot going on in these meetings, and some of these meetings are spur of the moment. Sometimes they're phone calls as you just wake up. They find real funny ways to throw things on you at the most inopportune time. For example, when Dave Chappelle was on Oprah and he was talking about how they try to get him to wear the dress. It was like in the middle of taping, and they come into his trailer and say, hey, we got this really good skit. You're going to love it. Right. And they try to sell it to you. And he's like, no, you got to wear a dress. He's like, I want a dress. And they're like, what do you mean? Wear the dress. Just put it on. What are you talking about? All the great comics have done it. He's like, I'm not wearing the dress. You're like, but Dave, come on. Like, you got to do it. It's a great skit. You ever seen that interview?
I didn't. I do like Dave Chappelle though.
You got to watch Dave Chappelle and Oprah talk about the dress.
I don't like Oprah.
You have to
I'll watch it.
You have to watch Dave Chappelle tell Oprah about what Hollywood was trying to do to him. And this is why he left. This is must-watch TV.
Okay.
Any individual that's never watched this doesn't deserve to live. You are a waste of skin. You're a waste of human cells. Waste of tissue. No, this is seriously. Like,
I'll watch it.
It's a classic clip. And he's sitting there smoking a cigarette, right in the middle of the studio, smoking a cigarette. He's telling her about this thing, and he's like, and that's when he like leaves the industry and goes to Africa. Getting really too weird. But when you watch that, you start seeing why Lil Nas X could be put in a compromising position. Because for example, when we look at the WAP video with Megan and Cardi, that wasn't their idea.
I feel really bad for Cardi. Like Meg, I don't really pay attention to her too much, but Cardi, my heart hurts for her because I feel that she's not very intelligent, and I feel that she wants to do well, but I feel like she's willing to do whatever she's being told to do. And I just feel bad for her. Like my heart genuinely hurts for her.
You've got the wrong impression of Cardi B.
Really?
You've got the wrong impression of Cardi B. Cardi B is a stripper.
Yes. And
so if you come along and you say, do this video of you being in a whorehouse, she's going to go, yes, I'm down. Because that's the lifestyle she's used to.
Right. But you also have to understand a lot of female strippers or sex workers, a lot of them get told that this is their only way out. So they do it. And a lot of them are desperate. And there's a specific type of female I'm talking about. I'll disagree with you.
It's not the only way out. It's the most lucrative way out.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the most lucrative.
I just don't think she's smart.
Cardi B, this is a step forward for Cardi B. This is someone who's had to strip for dollars. She doesn't have to take her clothes off anymore. So this is a step up for her in her lifestyle. Oh, you're telling me I can get paid 100x what I'm used to and I don't have to take off my clothes? All I got to do is drop down and get my eagle on? Cardi B's very smart. You have to remember, she's the only individual to go mainstream after Love and Hip Hop. Usually it's reverse. Usually you go mainstream and you fall off and you end up on Love and Hip Hop. She's the only individual to go from Love and Hip Hop to mainstream. The only
Maybe because she was the dumbest one. Maybe because she was the dumbest one.
No. Cardi B is very intelligent.
Okay.
The smartest women I've ever met were strippers.
Okay.
I've had some of the most intelligent. A lot of my fans are strippers.
I know, and I support strippers. I support strippers 100%. I think they are intelligent.
Conversations with strippers.
Right, but when I hear her talk,
you can't judge people's intelligence off the way they talk.
I'm not, but it's not only that. That's the vibe that I'm getting internally. That's the vibration that I'm getting.
You cannot judge people's intelligence. Cannot be based upon vocabulary.
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Oh, yes, it can.
No, it can't.
I'm very right about a lot of things about people.
There's a lot of people who feign intelligence by using a large vocabulary.
And they're full of shit, and I can spot them right away. Everybody in my industry, they're full of shit.
Michael Eric Dyson is somebody who knows 1,000,000 words. And he'll kill you with a word salad with no substance.
Right.
Okay? Cardi B cannot articulate herself because she's not educated, but she's not stupid. She's very intelligent. Do not get it twisted. To go from where she came from to get where she got can't be stupid.
I have to respectfully disagree.
You know how many stupid strippers I've seen become rappers and not make it? I know I've seen a lot. Most of them. There's a lot of strippers right now. I don't want to name names because it could get messy, right?
Well, of course.
And I was in the industry. And I know a lot of people in the industry, right? There's a lot of strippers that cannot escape the strip club. The first problem is how to defeat fear and doubt. The second part is being smart enough to know who to manage you and who to take advice from. You see, a lot of these strippers got too much pride. They want to write their own lyrics. Cardi's smart enough to say, why would I write my own lyrics when there's somebody that's better than this at me? All I got to do is show up, and that's intelligence. Doesn't let pride get in
that's not it. That's not intelligence. That's street smarts.
Street smarts is the ultimate form of intelligence.
Yes and no.
What do you define as intelligence?
I'd have to think about that. I'd have to take some time to think about it, because I know people that were incredibly street smart, very, very street smart. They didn't have the book smarts, but they were street smart, but they still got killed. They were still out there and they still got killed, even though they had the street smarts.
That's a product of being in the hood. You roll the dice in the street game. That's a product of being in there. Nipsey Hussle, very intelligent individual. He got murdered. Right. You can't tell me Nipsey Hussle wasn't intelligent.
No, he was incredible. He was intelligent.
On Bitcoin before anybody.
I know. I've listened to him speak. Okay. He was incredibly intelligent.
So you can't equate dying of the streets with intelligence or lack of intelligence.
Yes and no. Each situation is different.
Each situation is different. But I would not write off Cardi B as being dumb. You cannot be dumb and reach the places she's gotten. Now, I could name another star that's dumb, that's got to where she got, and she's on the top of the game. I'm not going to say no names because it get messy, but she's had the right people around her.
Well, but I feel like it was
she's more dumb. She's dumb.
I feel like for Cardi, I feel like she just goes. I feel like she's gotten lucky with having some of the best people around her to give her advice, write her raps, do X, Y, and Z, and she just kind of goes along with it. That's more what I'm saying. I don't think she's very intelligent, though. That's just my opinion.
Be intelligent to make those decisions.
No, you don't. It's like sometimes I don't know. I don't know. That's not my gut feeling. If I met her in person and I talked to her, maybe I might think differently. But from what I've seen, like the vibe I get, I don't think she's very, and that's no disrespect to her.
Nicki Minaj, somebody mentioned Nicki. That's another great example of somebody who's very intelligent.
She is incredibly intelligent. I've heard her speak. She can not only
sleep on Nicki.
She is
a very privileged school based upon her intelligence.
She's brilliant.
She's brilliant.
Very brilliant.
Yes. And Cardi took hers. And
Cardi
I don't think makes certain. I mean, she's higher than Nicki, right?
Is she?
She's more relevant than Nicki.
I don't think so.
Talking about Candace Owens doesn't take a jab at anybody except Cardi. She doesn't take jabs at Nicki when Nicki's dropping it like it's hot because Nicki's not as popular. Cardi's number one right now when it's Meg right behind her. Meg might even be number one right now. But Cardi got the game right now. Nicki just had a baby. Nicki's on the down end of her career. It's over. Her barbs is growed up already. Nicki's more like a legend.
Okay, that makes sense.
Not right now.
I like Nicki better though.
Like it's like saying if 50 dropped right now, he wouldn't sell like he used to. But 50's a living legend.
Okay.
Right? But you can't say that he's more popping than Lil Baby right now. You couldn't say that.
Little Baby.
You couldn't say that. But 50's he's a legend in the game, and he's just like, you just know who he is. You know what I'm saying? That's Nicki. Nicki's just an old legend.
But I feel like Nicki, okay, if you want to compare Cardi and Nicki, I feel like Nicki actually had I feel like she had more intelligence than Cardi does.
I think Nicki might be smarter than Cardi. I won't argue that. I think Nicki might be actually smarter than Cardi. I think that Cardi has more emotional intelligence, though. Nicki's emotional intelligence is terrible. It's really terrible. Nicki makes a lot of bad decisions based upon her emotions. She's very emotional. She's a very emotional individual. She really is. She really is. Matter of fact, I'm going to look up her zodiac sign right now.
She's messy. I like her. There was one particular interview she did, and I resonated.
Sagittarius, aka Sagittarius.
Well, I resonate with her interview that she did when she called the boys out, and she was just because she dominates in a male-dominated industry, and I feel the same sometimes in crypto because I'm like the only bitch out here doing everything that I do, and some days it's fucking hard.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Natasha, Kayleen, Wendy, why always trying to save people who are okay with what they do and where they are? Come on, man, Cardi is not stupid. Hey, Cardi's not stupid. Cardi is not. We can argue over her level of intelligence. But stupid is something she's not.
Okay, well, maybe she's not stupid, but she's got a very low level in intelligence, in my opinion.
I wouldn't say low level. I know people dumber than her. There's a lot of people dumber than her.
And this is just my opinion. I respect her hustle. But I don't think she's intelligent.
What you see is not her. That is not Cardi. What you see, what she gives you is an act. This is why I'm saying it's her level of intelligence. Again, well, maybe I'm in the industry. I know what these people are like when they turn the camera off. When you turn that camera on, these people become characters. And they're going to show you that character. And they are playing a role because that's what they get paid to do. Cardi is playing a role when the cameras are rolling. She's real as shit, don't get me wrong. She is being herself, but she's still not showing you all of her. When that camera go off, it's a very different Ben Collis.
Ben Collis?
Yeah, I think that's her name. That's her real name. It's a very different individual.
That may be, but I do feel like she is easily manipulated.
I don't think she's easily manipulated.
So you think she's calling shots, or you think she has people over her calling shots?
I think she's got people. Name me one wrong move she's made with her career.
I don't think she has. I think she's got a lot of good people that are managing, doing everything for her, and I feel like they're doing a great job. I think she just goes along with it.
I don't think she goes along with it.
Really?
No.
I do.
No. I don't see that. I didn't see that on Love and Hip Hop.
I didn't watch that. Maybe that's why.
See, you gotta see. You would have to see her growth since Love and Hip Hop to really understand Cardi B. Because on Love and Hip Hop, she was outclassing everybody. Like. That's why I know she has intelligence, because some people get on the show and they don't know what to do with themselves. She pimped that show into a mainstream act. She pimped that show. She's the only individual to pimp that show because she knew what to do to make it to the next level. You got to remember, before she did Love and Hip Hop, she was just a stripper. While she was Love and Hip Hop, she was a stripper. She was still busting it open. But when
that's just my opinion.
When you see her back then and you see her on the show, you like, oh, she's very aware. She's very aware on how to make certain decisions in her life. Very aware.
Well, we can agree to disagree on that.
No, you have to agree with me.
I don't have to agree with you.
You gotta agree, damn it.
I didn't agree. I don't have to agree with everything you say on the show.
Yes,
and you don't have to agree. No, I don't.
It's my channel.
And what? It's my show.
She said, and what? It's my show.
You don't want to catch these paws.
I don't want no beef. I don't want no beef.
Are you going to Bitcoin Miami? Do you go to any of that crap?
What the fuck is that? I'm anti-social. Like, I really don't want to be around a bunch of people.
I have to go for these things.
Well, that's your lane. You gotta be there.
I know that's what they're telling me.
They ain't paying me to be there, so I ain't going.
They're not paying me either, but I'm sure that someone's going to need me to do something somewhere or do an event, because that's my thing, is to do events. So I got to kind of go to keep my position. But still at the same time, nobody is.
So what
windy.
is this event?
It's just a conference where all the Bitcoiners go. And
I said when?
Oh, it's Miami, June 4th and 5th or some shit.
June 4th and 5th, I'll be in Vegas.
Yeah, I think I gotta go.
Somebody said you're gonna choke me.
Oh no!
Cooley Bravo in the chat. Cooley. Now Cooley about to do the tiebreaker. Cooley. Is Cardi B stupid or is she intelligent? Cooley Bravo, I need you to tell me in the chat.
Low intelligence.
Wendy O says that Cardi B is of low intelligence. I'm not saying she's high intelligence, but I'm saying she's definitely above average intelligence. Could you please be the tiebreaker? Cooley Bravo is a staple in the rap industry.
Okay.
He's a known rapper, a famous rapper, and he knows his game inside and out. Oh, come on, Cooley.
What he say?
He said, yes, she is stupid. Nah, son, I'm about to.
Yes.
He said, and a degenerate. Nah,
I told
son.
you. You said it's him that's a tiebreaker. You said it's him because he's in the industry. Now what? And what?
Yo, I'm about
Nothing. Nothing.
Nah, he gonna have to. Cooley, I'm about to send you the Zoom link. You about to join the chat right now. We about to
Send it.
He says she good at marketing though.
Okay, you can be good at marketing, but be low intelligence.
How is she stupid?
Get him on.
I'm about to hold on.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
he
get
can.
him on.
I don't know. He might not be able to. I'm gonna DM it to you anyway, and you tell us what's going on. If you can't make it, that's cool. But I'm gonna DM this to you just in case you can, because I know there's a delay between when we're speaking and when you get these messages. But here's the Zoom. If you can get on here, get on here. Hold on, let me go back to the chat so I can see. He said, get Cooley back on the show update. Somebody said you ruined it. I need him. No, I just need him to be the tiebreaker. I need him to explain. I don't think she's stupid. I really don't think she is. Dimazaja said, Bitcoin Miami, yes. Nick Spanos Zone. Whoever want to call Cardi B low intelligence better have a fatter bank account first. Hotep and build. Word.
Oh, come on.
Word. You better have a fat bank account talking crazy about Cardi B. I know you do, but it's not fatter than hers.
It's not fatter than hers. Maybe one. No, I'm not going to say maybe. I'm going to say
Cooley, check your DMs. The link is in your DMs, dog. The link is in your DMs. Check your Twitter DMs. Link is there. We got to settle this right now. There's no way I'm about to let that comment slide. Not with my boo, Cardi.
Oh, come on.
Cardi she's not stupid.
She ain't your boo, though. She's not. Is that your type?
It's not my type, but I like people who are very confident in themselves. I like
her too. And she's very confident. I like her. I don't have an issue with what she's doing because she's a grown-ass woman. She's an adult, but I don't think she's very intelligent. I feel that people body her. I feel like people tell her what to do. Why would she stay with her husband?
And she's real.
Yeah, she is real. I love that about her.
She's very real. Like you're not getting, like, I hate fake people.
Right.
And she's very real. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting text messages about be quiet. Morgan Simone said, hello, laughing my ass off at Brian. You're not allowed to call me Brian on my show. I'm a Hotep Jesus to y'all. Who feels comfortable calling me by my real first name on my show? I am Hotep Jesus until we do business, until we cut checks with each other. You're not allowed to call me Brian, Morgan Simone. Who do you think you are? This is the audacity with black women. Black women find out your real name, and all of a sudden they want to call you your first, middle, and last name because they know your real name. They feel like they don't got to call you by your nickname.
I think maybe she might be a mom. That's what mothers do too.
I'm not with that. You call me Hotep Jesus like everybody else, or you call me Hotep like everybody else. Damn it, you don't know me like that to be calling me by my real name, Brian. My mama called me Brian.
I was just gonna say that mama used to scold you.
He said Cardi B seems very easily manipulated. I don't get that vibe. We are currently waiting for Cooley Bravo to join us in the chat.
Are you coming?
So hold on, people. He's on his way. He said he's coming. He said, laugh my ass off. Nah, I love you. I love you too. Don't call me Brian in the chat. I am Hotep, goddamn Jesus. And at me too, so I can see that orange thing pop up. At me, so the whole thing come up. You know what I'm saying? It's like a pimp named Slickback. You got to say it all together. Call me Hotep Jesus. Damn Brian.
This is some Beyonce stuff. Say my name.
Somebody said, can I call you Bri? I used to have chicks that used to call me Bri. I hate my name.
Which one?
Brian.
Why?
Sounds like a white man. I've always hated my name. When I was younger, I asked my mom, I was like, why couldn't you give me a name like Tyrone or something? Because all my friends was black. So like in the 70s, what used to happen was there was like this big like black awakening, right? So people were giving their kids like Muslim names, right? So you have like Raquan and Khalid and, you know, all these different like Muslim names, right? Rajiv. And I'm like, everybody's got a cool ass ethnic name and I'm fucking Brian. Right? I hated that shit. I'm like, oh, fuck, I gotta be the only black kid with a white name.
But Brian looks good on paper.
Now, I have to say, I gotta thank my mama for naming me Brian because I've gotten really far in life with the name Brian Sharp. People see it and it's just like, oh, we gotta call this guy back. Ali Shaheed Muhammad. Word, that's the type of name I wanted. You know what I'm saying? But my mama gave me Brian Sharp, which did work to my advantage. I got a lot of callbacks, and a lot of interviews, and you know, people tell me like, yo, that's a really powerful name. So in hindsight, I'm like, all right, mom, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? But when I was younger, you know, in grade school, I was like, yo, this name is trash, yo. I'm like a cornball. Well,
there's people that come from Muslim countries. They come to the United States and they change their name to American names.
That's correct. Khalil McFadden said, who got better WAP, Cardi B or Candace Owens?
I'll let you answer that one.
I got to think about that one. Cardi better WAP.
Are we talking about the WAP or are we talking about the whole experience?
We're talking about the WAP.
If it's just the
I said, know who got the better WAP.
I already got my answer for the better WAP.
Who?
Candace with the better WAP and Cardi for the better experience.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking the same shit. I'm like, I think Cardi B got more bodies.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not even about the bodies. It's just she's gonna give you a better experience. She's gonna put on a show.
Well, yeah. But I mean, the better WAP is probably like Candace Owens, right? She probably, you know, a little bit tighter. Somebody said Candace put that white boy to sleep. Somebody said Candace got that white man. Oh,
they said on TikTok they say it's white boy summer.
Yo, what's up with that? I saw that.
So basically it's white boys that are dating black women and they're just, the women are posting their men on TikTok.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah.
White men dating black women?
Yeah. And they're like skinny white dudes, like nerdy white dudes.
What's up with that?
Maybe they're just happy with each other.
Why are black women dating white men?
Maybe that's what they're interested in.
You know what I hate?
What?
I could go into a club and I could try to dance with a black girl, right? And she might be like, "Oh, get off me, nigga." You know what I mean? Ugh, how dare you, right? Think I'm coolie. But if a white boy walk in the club and start dancing with her, the whole club shuts down. Everybody's like, "Oh, white boy." And now all the girls is twerking on the white boy. We about to bring Cooley in right now. Hold on. Cooley, can you hear us? Connecting this audio right now. Cooley, can you hear us? There you go. Cooley.
Disconnecting.
There you go.
What's up, bro?
Cooley.
What's up, man?
What's good, my G? What yo, bro.
First, introduce me. Come on.
My bad. You right. I'm being rude. Cooley Bravo, this is my co-host, Wendy O.
Nice to meet you.
He's the in-house Bitcoin guru. You know what I'm saying? Crypto guru. Wendy O. This is Cooley Bravo, Chicago rapper extraordinaire, one of the most famous people to come out of the city. Real good, intelligent brother. You know what I'm saying? He's been on my channel twice already, and he ain't on no black liberal bullshit.
Okay, good.
Cooley.
What's up, man?
How is Cardi B stupid?
Bro, she be saying some bullshit. Like when you say she's smart, what you mean? Like as far as
Street smart, like being able to like navigate the industry and not get too caught up in the bullshit.
Okay, in that aspect, yeah. But I thought you meant like this bitch was like to me when she talk. When I see Cardi B, I don't think smart. I think maybe hustler probably, but I don't think smart. But it is a certain intelligence that come with hustling. But
it's that hustler's intelligence. When she talk, like I was telling Wendy, you can't identify intelligence by the way somebody speak. Because there's a lot of people in this world that can't articulate themselves and say what they want to say, but that don't mean they not processing this world properly. Because a lot of people that'll use a whole lot of big words and still won't be saying shit.
Oh yeah, I be fucking them niggas up. Yeah, the big word salad niggas. I hate them niggas too. I hate them just as much as the stupid motherfuckers.
Right. Exactly. But I feel like, so how this came up was the whole Lil Nas X thing.
Oh my God. Now I get what you're saying now.
Like,
I get what you're saying now.
You see what I'm saying? Like, he a little stupid nigga to let these industry niggas run all over him.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy?
What's that?
He doing some smart shit too.
Okay. From what perspective?
See, I don't think he know what he doing though. That's the difference.
I don't think he know what he doing either.
I agree with that.
He trolling like a motherfucker.
Right.
He mastered that shit though. And that's because he a little nigga. These little Gen Z motherfuckers, they good at this stupid ass shit. It's stupid shit when you look at it, but when you look at it what you doing, like this nigga smart as hell.
Do you think he came up with that idea for that video though?
You know what? I don't know. It looked like some shit. It like some shit somebody probably just said, and he was like, "Okay."
Bingo. You remember the Dave Chappelle interview with Oprah when he was talking about they was trying to make him put on a dress?
Yeah, for sure. I remember that.
Okay. See? Real nigga shit. Everybody know that clip.
Yeah.
I feel like it was one of those conversations that happened with Lil Nas X. They walk up on him, they say, "Hey, we got this good idea. Stripper pole, turn into the devil, go to hell." He like,
because the shit's stupid as fuck.
Right.
But somebody came in the room with the bullshit. And because he a little Gen Z troll ass nigga, he was like, okay, let's do some shit people gonna get mad at. Right. He knew motherfuckers gonna talk about it. So that's what's smart on his part. But I don't think he probably didn't come up with it, but he know that shit to make motherfuckers mad.
Correct. So coming back to the whole Cardi B situation.
Right.
Wendy said, now correct me if I'm wrong, Wendy, but you said you felt like people around her are telling her what to do and she's just going along with it. And I don't get that vibe. I feel like this sometimes she's like, nah, nigga, I ain't doing that shit.
I don't think so. I think she's going along with it because she knows they're going to make her money and they're going to keep her in the spotlight.
I would say I'm gonna be real. I feel Wendy on this one because it's like I can't for sure say, but to me it look like Cardi just got a bomb ass team around her because she got a motherfucking Pepsi commercial. Like what niggas get Pepsi commercials? Like Michael Jackson and Britney Spears and shit. How the fuck Cardi B get a motherfucking Pepsi commercial? That's what I be looking at. I be looking at the motherfuckers around them. So I'm like, maybe she
do got a great team. I won't deny that.
Because somebody over there know what the fuck they doing.
Now let me ask you this next question to tie it in. Who went from loving hip hop to mainstream?
Oh, her for sure. She the only one.
You tell me you didn't take intelligence to pimp that?
In a way, yeah. Yeah, true.
She the only one, Cooley. Usually you go from mainstream and you fall off to loving hip hop.
Right.
She did the reverse.
Maybe because she had people around her that saw that she was easily manipulated. Maybe that's why.
This is before the team.
See, all that, I don't know. I really don't know because I don't know. That is, y'all both got good points, but I don't know. I don't know. She is the only one, though. I will say that she is the only one.
And that's before the team. That's before the Pepsi deal. You
don't know that, though, for sure, do you?
I do know that for sure because that's New York, and I was buzzing in New York at the time.
So she had no team. She had nobody.
No, she had a manager, but she didn't have the team she got now.
Does she have the same manager?
Yes. I will say that. Yes.
Okay.
She got the same management team.
Okay, well, she's got the same management team that she did from the Love and Hip Hop days, then.
But your management team ain't there on set telling you how to respond to this shit on the whim.
But Love and Hip Hop, some may argue that it is scripted because some of this shit is scripted. Okay.
It is scripted. But again, she's the only one able to pimp the script to go mainstream.
But if she had a good team, if she had a good management team, same shit.
I'll be real. I think Cardi was, what the vibe I get from her, she was in the right place at the right time. Because you gotta remember, as far as female rappers, like last year was the first time I think in history the women killed the niggas. Like I'd never seen that many female rappers that one time. Like before her, it was just Nicki for 10 years. Right. Nicki finally was like, I'm fucking done. I'm finna go have a family. And here come Cardi. I think that's what it was. It was her time. Like her timing was perfect. Like, cause when I looked at Cardi, I didn't see nothing. I didn't see it. I was like, even the song that blew her up, I was like, it ain't hard like that. I get it, but it's like, I just thought it was a right place, right time thing. I never looked at her as like, oh, she's smart as hell. But I do think, I mean, something, I don't know what the fuck happened, but somebody over there knew what they was doing from what I saw. That's all I can say from the situation.
I can agree with Wendy O when she says like she's going along with some things, right? I do believe they hitting her with some hoe shit. And she like, yeah, I'm down with some hoe shit. But that's because she's just comes from that lifestyle.
The shit that fucked me up, though, when she started getting into politics and shit. And I was like, how the fuck is Cardi B speaking for her? That's what fucked me up. And I was like, oh, yeah, somebody over there telling her, because I'm like, Cardi. I was like, Cardi, like, you just, like, I didn't get it. Like, well, how you political now? And they feel like, I was like, what? Like, how the fuck you become the female Tupac all of a sudden? And she just talking about, she argued with Ted Cruz and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what is, like, out of all the celebrities, I'm like, what the fuck is this? That shit confused. That's when I was like, who the fuck is over there telling her to say this shit?
I think that comes with the Pepsi deal.
Yeah, after all, that's when it was happening around that time. She just started talking politics and all this shit. And I was like, Cardi B? Like, what?
I think they wrapping up politics in the 360 deal.
Something, because that shit was, I was like, I still don't get it. It was so fucking random, my nigga. Like,
You don't think she got a check for the Biden conversation?
oh, she definitely did.
I think she got a check.
I already know that.
Yeah.
Because if you was into politics, wouldn't no black people like Biden.
Right.
If you really into politics, like,
Right. Because you got to remember, Jane them got a check from Hillary.
oh, for sure.
Pusha T got a check from Hillary. I
Yeah,
know.
they both of them niggas disappointed me.
They?
Pushing a whole talking that Hillary shit made me, but I said, you niggas, I can't stand rappers.
But they got a check though. You don't give them no out for that.
Man, whole rich. He ain't need that, nigga. You greedy now. Like, come on, man.
But what about that call from the homie Obama that's like, yo, I need you to do me a solid?
Fuck him too. Like, fuck all the bro. Like these Democrats so disrespectful, bro.
We're getting canceled after this shit.
Like my nigga, like, especially like, dude, like I sound so crazy to a lot of people because I'm from the hood too. But I be like, why y'all in love with these Democrat niggas, bro? Like every time they want to win a fucking election, they go do some rap shit. I said, you think that's all black people do is just rap and eat chicken, nigga? Like this bitch Hillary was talking about hot sauce in the bag. I said, y'all don't see this shit disrespectful, bro? I was like, this shit is disrespectful as fuck, bro. Yeah. I'm like, niggas ain't the only people eat hot sauce, nigga. Like, what the fuck is this?
Facts.
Then here come Hove and motherfucking Push. I said, come on, man. Like, y'all niggas y'all speak for niggas like me, and here y'all go with this bullshit. I was like, damn, man, where Tupac at? Dig that nigga up.
Yeah, I don't think Pac would have took a Democrat check.
He would have rapped about that shit too. Hillary tried to give me a check.
Told that bitch nah.
Man, I miss niggas like that, man. Like these niggas, man.
Somebody said Cooley is a national black treasure.
Man, this shit's so annoying. I'm gonna have to do another podcast with you because you see whole Biden bullshitting again.
Yes.
He didn't. This nigga did everything I said he was gonna do in the podcast I did with you last. Yep. Everything I said, bro. I said, watch this shit, bro. Niggas was like, cool. I predicted this nigga tax plan was gonna affect everybody. Everybody talking about, oh, it's only for rich people. I said, nigga, you can't fuck with taxes without a fuck with everybody else, bro. You can never fuck with tax. And then 2 days ago, this shit talking about, oh, Biden's tax plan is gonna cut middle class income down. I said, I told you niggas this shit. What, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, I told you niggas this shit, and y'all so up Democrats' ass that y'all don't want to listen to niggas like me because y'all mad at me. Like, I don't give a fuck about your feminist shit, your liberal shit, none of this shit. Fuck you, suck my dick. Like, this shit is whack, bro. Y'all need to, if you niggas was really into politics, y'all wouldn't be disagreeing with me, bro.
Right.
But did you predict him falling down the stairs?
I wish his ass would have fell down, all of them. Break your fucking neck, nigga. I can't stand that nigga, bro. I do not like Joe Biden, bro. I've been talking about this nigga for a decade, bro. Everybody think I'm a Trump supporter and shit. I said, bro, I was talking about him in 2011. I've been told you that I fucking hate this old dementia, Alzheimer having ass nigga. He about to die, and this Indian bitch finna come right behind. Well, I guess she Asian now. She said she was Asian now, that we need to stop the Asian hate. I was like, oh my fucking God, bro. This shit is a movie, bro. We live in a dramatic comedy, nigga. Y'all don't see this shit?
Somebody said you need to go on Roland Martin.
Man, oh my God, bro. Bro, it's so many of these motherfuckers, man. I can't do it, bro. None of you, if heaven and hell is real, ain't none of these niggas going to heaven. I'll see you in hell.
Somebody said talk about Tamika and Mallory. You know about her?
Oh my God, this bitch, bro. Oh my God. Didn't I tell them on the last podcast about this Black Lives Matter shit?
Yeah.
This all they do. They give the token niggas commercials and shit, and then what y'all get? Y'all ain't get shit. Y'all see Tamir Rice now family pissed off at them.
Yeah.
I've been telling y'all niggas these Black Lives Matter motherfuckers bullshitting. How y'all got all that money? Shit still the same. Apparently Black Lives don't matter. Need to put a D in that shit. Put BLDM. At least be honest.
Yeah. What did D stand for? Black Lives don't matter.
Don't. Just make that a hashtag. Hashtag a big ass DONT. It don't. The shit don't matter, bro. They do not care about you niggas. Stop giving them motherfuckers money.
Is that the chick that got the Cadillac deal?
Yeah, the Tamika Mallory bitch. I guess she is the like one of is she the co-founders? Like she one of, I don't know. Is she the co-founder? I think she's one of the co-founders.
I don't know if she's one of the co-founders. I know she was definitely like co-signing this shit though. Like one of
she
the heavy
was one
co-signers.
of the front lines bitches, I guess.
Yeah.
But one of them, you know, them black feminists like to say they on the front lines for us and shit, and they be in the house tweeting and shit. And I'm like, dude, like y'all don't see this shit. This is y'all plan to sell niggas Cadillacs? That's y'all big plan for us? Like, come on, man. But you the same niggas got mad at Ice Cube for sitting down with Trump with an actual 10-point plan for motherfuckers.
Right.
Like, come on, bro. Y'all want representation so much y'all ain't looking at the bullshit. Look at the bullshit, bro.
Yeah. Stephen Hightower said, $5 super chat. What timeline am I in? For real.
Yeah, we in the fucking matrix. Unplug me, please. Jesus Christ, this shit is mad. And you know what's crazy? Joe Biden already showed y'all the first couple months he worse than Trump. Ain't nobody, I don't see no think pieces on this nigga. I don't see y'all lining up to whoop his ass. Do something. Do something.
What did Putin tell him?
What he
said he wanted to debate him, right?
Something, I don't know.
He said he wanted that debate smoke.
Joe Biden don't even remember his fucking social security number. Man, that boy don't know nothing. He need cue cards like a motherfucker because he don't know what the fuck he be up there saying. He dead. That man is dead. He just a walking piece of a worthless vessel. I hope he go to hell. Just die already, nigga. You 78. Like, nobody care, bro. You think do you really think a 78-year-old white man give a fuck about you niggas?
I don't know.
I think he just wants to get some oatmeal and raisins or something. That's all I think. He wants some cookies and some ice cream.
President.
He just give the man some Jello. All old people, despite race, they like Jello. Give him Jello.
His ass want to do meth. That's what he want to do. You could tell he used to, man. Oh my God, I can't stand that dude, bro.
So Cooley, we're gonna start to wrap this up because the show we don't even normally go this long. I need
bad.
No, you good.
No, I had a good laugh and I appreciate it. Yeah. Cooley, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for siding with me.
I ain't done yet. I got another question to ask him. You know I'm still fighting, Wendy.
You lost.
She stayed kicking my ass on this show. She stayed kicking. I think I've only won one debate with Wendy. So Cooley,
yeah.
How do we define intelligence? How do you define an intelligent person? Because we said she has hustler intelligence, but she doesn't have articulate intelligence.
Yeah. You can be.
Take your time.
I think when people hear a
tough question.
When people hear the word intelligence, I think they mean like, do you know long division and shit by heart? Like that ain't necessarily intelligence. Like I fucking suck at math, but a motherfucker can't tell me I'm not smart. Like I'm smarter than the average person because it's just having a grasp on shit.
Right.
Like, you know how I was just talking about Joe Biden? If I said that to a group of motherfuckers, like if I said that to some motherfuckers, just random black people, they'd probably look at me like I'm crazy. And then I'll be like, because you don't actually understand what the fuck I'm talking. I hate to even say that.
Now I got a segue because you coming in my direction. What did Cardi say about Biden's tax plan before she got the check? You remember that? You remember she was like, "Oh, what's this? I'm not with this shit." She was this close to going that Trump way.
Yeah, she almost republic her way out of that one, but they must have upped her. The check looked nice, but
her handler put her back. That's what happened.
Right.
It's certain types of intelligence. Like it's all like, even if you look at the bullshit IQ test, it's all bullshit. But like it's like 9 areas you can be smart at.
Correct.
Like you can be like Albert Einstein. They said this nigga could like what? Was it? He couldn't read or something?
He couldn't tie his shoelaces.
He couldn't talk till he was like 7. Right. That's my cousin. Shit. That's my cousin.
Yeah, it's like shit like that. But he's renowned as one of the smartest motherfuckers ever walked the planet. So it's like it's different types of intelligence. Like for example, like if we had like attributes like on 2K and shit, like my street shit would be like at 100. Like I see shit before everybody see it. Like right. Politics, I have like a 90. Like I can see certain shit that other people. It's like intelligence. Like if all of that, if you all right in every area of intelligence, then you might be an intelligent motherfucker. But it's just motherfuckers that don't know nothing. Like you don't know shit. Yeah. I was just talking about the vaccine today. These niggas talking about, somebody was like, oh, well, y'all complaining about not taking the vaccine and shit. It's other stuff that's not approved. And this bitch named all dietary supplements that's not FDA approved. I said, because the FDA don't have the authority to motherfucking do that. That's why they not FDA approved, dickhead. So she just talking with no purpose. Like, you're not intelligent. You talking about shit you don't know. Like, intelligent people are teachable. Like, that's how you become intelligent in the first fucking place. I'm trying to tell the dumb motherfuckers it's not FDA approved because the FDA on the fucking website is say dietary supplements. We don't have the authority to regulate them. That's why they can sell you shit that might kill you, my nigga. Like, so it's like, it's just people, like, you see it on Twitter a lot. There's a lot of non-intelligent motherfuckers just think they know every motherfucking thing. Like, they ain't intelligent in no area. They don't know shit about politics. They don't know shit about they don't have a grasp on nothing. Right. People don't even know why I hate Joe Biden. Why don't you know this? Yeah. You black champion this nigga, but you don't know why I don't like, listen, you gotta listen, bro. Like, you know what I do when I don't know shit? I shut the fuck up. I let somebody tell me. And then after they tell me, I'll go research to see what the fuck they said is true. Right. We in the age of information and you niggas still choose to be dumb. You have a chance to not be dumb. You have a chance to not be wrong every time somebody say something to you. You know why? You have all this shit in your hands. It's a whole bunch of dumb motherfuckers with smartphones. Like, nobody knows shit. Like, why don't nobody know shit? And another thing, a lot of people, like you said, a lot of people try to tie intelligence to the way you is. Like, I remember a motherfucker told me, how do people think you smart and you talk the way you talk or you tweet the way you tweet? And I was told him, I said, my nigga, idiolect and dialect is not tied to intellect. Right. Dumbass.
I agree.
I can talk how I want to. That don't mean you smarter than me because you went to college. And I told him out my own mouth, I said, I make more money than you. And you went to college, so how are you smarter than me?
No, but Cooley, the way you're talking, I understand exactly everything that you're saying because you're making valid points. When we're talking about intelligence, I can tell you're a very intelligent individual.
But
when we're talking about Cardi B, I don't think that she makes sense half the time when she's speaking.
I think she is. That's what I was just talking about. It's street smarts. I don't look at Cardi and say, I value her opinion, but I respect things about her that a lot of people not looking at. She do sound like she do sound like a dumbass when she talks sometimes, but I look at the shit she be doing and I be like, oh, okay.
I don't think it's her though. I think it's her team that's positioning her. But when she talks, she can't make a valid point. Like you just made a whole argument, and it makes sense. Like with her, she has to make it make sense. And you didn't have to make it make sense. You said X, Y, and Z, and I understand. But when Cardi's talking, I don't understand.
Yeah, but that's the thing Hotep's talking about. A lot of people they can't articulate themselves. It's like somebody can be trying to say the same thing I'm saying and won't know how to say this shit at all. Because a lot of people actually suck at communication. The average person is ass at communication. Why
Yes, I agree with that.
you get a lot of tone deaf tweets and shit from celebrities. And sometimes I'll be like, I know what you was trying to say because I'm smart. I know what you was trying to say. You just didn't know how to say that shit. So I don't think she sound dumb, but I don't think she dumb. Let's just say that.
So why did you say she dumb in the chat?
She is dumb in the way, she talked too much for a motherfucker that don't know how to articulate themselves. That's stupid to me.
Okay.
Like it's like Joe Biden. This motherfucker's stupid too. He the president. He a dumbass. He's a dumbass. Like you can listen to him. I'm like, this motherfucker don't even know what the fuck is like. And people love this nigga. And I be like, he don't know how to say shit. Like he don't know how to say. He don't make me feel like he should be president. Like what? It's like, but he was. How the fuck he get there though? It's like it's somebody around him, and he had to participate to get there. So it's a level. It's a certain level of intelligence, but it's not like, oh, he's the smartest nigga in the world. It's like I get what both of y'all are saying. Like she.
Somebody said it's like Kanye when he don't know how to articulate himself.
Yes, perfect example. Perfect example. Kanye, to me, is a musical genius. I just hate when this nigga be talking. So you have two areas where you completely suck in one, and then in the other one you fucking a god. Like this nigga production is like that's like music is art. Like people don't consider, but music to sit there. If you ever even tried to make a beat, this is some intelligent. This shit is math.
It's a form of intelligence. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But then you listen to the nigga talk, and I be like, Kanye, shut up, please. And it fucked me up because I know what he's trying to say. He just don't know how to say it. And I'll be like, damn, like it's hard to like certain people. It's hard to like someone he talk. I fucking be like, dude, shut the fuck up. But then when he make a beat, I'd be like, oh, I love this nigga.
Right. I feel like when Cardi talking and she's saying dumb shit, she knows she want to sound stupid because her brand is being ignorant.
That might be it too. Because I'm gonna tell you what blew Cardi B up. It wasn't the music. No, it was her personality.
Correct.
So in that area, that's why I said her marketing is like that's some genius level shit. Like she know how the internet. Let's say that. So When you look at that, it's like that is some smart shit. But like as far as like just regular intelligence, I don't look at her and be like, oh, she's a very smart person. It's like
right.
I think if I had a conversation with her, it'd be a stupid conversation. But I think in terms of navigating the music industry, hell yeah, you a genius. She said hoes never get cold. And now bitches don't wear coats. Hoes never get cold. How was that so powerful? I was like, wow. You are really good at this internet shit.
Yeah.
And this coming from another nigga who's good at that shit. And I'm like, why I ain't say no stupid shit like that?
Her manager ain't tell her to say that. That's straight out her mouth.
Yeah, that's her. That's her all day. Like, that's her personality. So, of course, she 50% of it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's all her just like, I'm going to just do this. And, like, it's like somebody's saying, you need to do some shit that, and then she come up with it. And, like, that take a level of creativity is your brain working. So, I guess
even to show up at the Pepsi commercial set and pull off the script takes some level of intelligence, no?
How the fuck she get a Pepsi? Like, I'm still tripping on this shit.
I think it come with the deal, yo. I think it come with the 360 deal.
Yeah, but Pepsi commercial is like...
That's the top of the top. That's like Kendall Jenner, yeah.
Bro, look at the people who got fucking, like...
Michael Jackson,
Beyonce, and like it's like those like legends. Like Cardi's not a like. It's like she just randomly got everything. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because she is what they want us to be.
I don't know. Cardi a tough one, man. I don't even know. I don't. She a tough one because I don't know who did that shit. Like if she did all that shit by herself, she's a genius. Like, but like it's still like I don't know. Like I don't know.
It's her management.
Let me see. Let me
That's
see
my
what
opinion.
record label she on. Because if she's on 300, that makes a lot of sense.
Since she's with Atlantic.
Yeah, she's with Atlantic. Yup.
Yeah.
KSR and Atlantic.
Yeah, because see, Atlantic grabs all the motherfuckers who are internet savvy. Every label got an art type.
Right.
Like Def Jam usually signed the street niggas and the niggas that can rap. Atlantic go for all the viral motherfuckers. Like that's what Cardi was. Cardi was like the queen of the internet at one point.
Oh, no. Atlantic's under Warner. So she really at Warner. And you know Warner got them connections.
Oh, yeah, she Warner Brothers.
Well, that's what Atlantic's under.
Yeah, she Warner Brothers. Lord.
That means she's over there with Leo and them.
Oh, yeah, she did have a checkerboard floor video. Yeah, okay. Right? She in there. She in there.
Yeah.
She in there.
So I think that's Warner pulling that. And I'm sure if I did some more research and looked at, Warner Pepsi connections, there would probably be some connections.
Moral of the story, I won.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you did not won.
You win other stuff. I won tonight.
Whatever.
She might have got you.
I did. It was you know what? How about this? It was a tie.
I'll take that.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
But it's like a tie, right?
Yeah, it's a tie.
Because in some ways she's smart, and in other ways I'm not looking at her as no intelligent individual. I'll be honest with that. But I think she's smarter than a lot of these niggas in the industry.
I think she just goes along with stuff. I think she's smart in the sense that she's gonna let men dictate what she does, or her marketing team, her management dictate what she does, because as a woman, let me tell you, sometimes you have to shut your mouth and go along with it, because I have to do that in my industry too, and it's hard. It is so hard.
Last question for Cooley.
Yeah.
If the industry come to Cardi B with some bullshit, you don't think she the type of person to be like, nah, I'm not doing that shit?
I think she would. Certain shit. If she's smart, she probably would. I think she probably already been asked to do some bullshit.
What has she done that's been some bullshit though? That's been like off-brand or some bullshit or some compromising shit.
The only one I could think of is political shit, but I could see why she did that. But as far as I can't think of no off.
She hasn't made a single misstep yet.
Have you listened to her interview at Vogue?
No, I never heard.
I can't listen to her interview.
Okay. Okay, I won. Because it has no substance. Right. Even people, listen to me, even people from the hood, from the streets, the ones that have some sort of intelligence, they still have substance. You still get that vibe from them.
Substance. I just don't think she know how to speak.
Listen to her from Vogue. It's like the lady is asking, like, she's all prim and proper, and I respect that hustle. I respect people that come up from the streets and make something for themselves, because I have a similar story. But when the lady is speaking to her, it's like over her head. It's like,
because she don't know nothing.
Hello.
She's not educated.
You don't have to be educated. You don't have to be educated to make sense. Sure. I have a college degree, and I just got the college degree like last year during the panorama, and I don't even use it for work. I don't use it for work. The degree is bullshit. So it is bullshit. Well, because I got it because I wanted to have.
Gonna need it.
Hold up. I got it because at that time I thought that when I started like 7 years ago, I thought I
needed it.
Let me finish.
Then you realize I don't even need this shit. I got this.
I didn't realize until I got into crypto and I started making bank that I didn't need it. But one of the big reasons why I did get it is because my dad did pass away. And if he would have still been alive and things would have been, normal, then that was something he would have wanted. So it was really it was like for him, but it was also for my kids. So my kids can see. It was a culmination of things. But I knew it wasn't going to mean shit, and I don't need it.
Right.
I'm a CEO. I've got my own shit going on. I don't use it.
But all right, so maybe educate is the wrong word. She's not knowledgeable. She's intelligent, but not knowledgeable.
I think that she's like a little kid.
I honestly thought she was slow at first. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I judge the book by its cover sometimes. I'll be like, this bitch crazy.
Maybe I am wrong.
Like, cause like you said, I can't listen to her interviews because I don't want to hear her talk. Like, every time I see her talk, like, I'll be like, where's Offset? Where's your husband?
Y'all got me rethinking my position now.
Natasha Kaylee in the chat, she said, y'all are crazy. I'm done.
You know what, Wendy?
What?
Cardi B?
You win.
Thank you.
You win.
Oh shit!
I give up.
All right.
You might be because when I don't know what happened, but when he said when I first seen her, I thought she was slow. It something clicked in my mind. Don't ask me to put it into words why that clicked. But I don't know. When he said it, I'm like, damn, I kind of do get slow vibes when he said it.
No, we got to keep this argument going. Don't let her break down the patriarchy. We got to keep it together.
Let me tell you something. I am very much against patriarchy, or I love my role as a woman. I love to be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen, and I will make all the men sandwiches. I will have everybody come to my house. I will make sandwiches. I love to cook for my man. It's probably the most satisfying thing. And the reason why is because you slave in the kitchen. You work really hard in the kitchen. You put your time and effort into it, and he comes home from a long day of work, and the look on his face just to know that I'm able to nourish my man, it makes me feel good. I'm just like, damn, I did that.
Do y'all women hear this? Do y'all hear this? Preach, y'all.
This is what we do on Wednesday nights. This is what we do on this show. We bring back that good old fashioned nuclear family dynamic.
But you know what's crazy? I want to say one last thing before we get out of here. That's smart. A lot of women don't know their power lies in their softness. Mm-hmm. It's not the cold-hearted I hate men. That's not being strong. You actually like being weak. Like, that's some bullshit.
Being strong is able to work together with any group of people or a partner, regardless if it's a man or a woman. Being able to come together and find a happy middle ground. My man goes out, he brings the bacon home. I will stay at home and cook, but now I work because I make a lot of money and I'm with that. But I like my role. Like when I cook, like on Sunday nights, when I do my beans, when I do my beans, or when I do the traditional Sunday sauce, cause I'm half Italian, just knowing that I was able to make this food in his face. He's just like satisfied. He falls asleep on the couch. I'm like, that's dope. We need to, because you know what, you're not.
We've been losing recipes.
He's right. Recipes are important because recipes are so special. And the reason why they're so special is because they're generational. They get passed down to generation after generation. And it's something that not only, like, my favorite thing for my grandma is all the handwritten recipes. I can't read them all. So I have to call my mom and say, Mom, what does this say? But it's just seeing, like, holding that handwritten document. And it's like a piece of history from like a different time, And one of the things with Italians is when we came over here, people used to make fun of us for eating pasta, meat sauce pasta, because it's like a poor man's food, because you could feed a whole like 30 people with like $10. But really, it's like what we had to do to survive at that time. That's how my grandma was able to feed her husband, herself, and her 3 kids. And to me, it's a beautiful thing to pass down recipes. It's history.
Is that the origin story of spaghetti?
I don't know. I would have to ask my mom, but I know that my mom, because they were pretty poor. They weren't like rich. They were pretty poor, but pasta is able to, just like beans in Latino households, yeah. you can feed a lot of people and it's healthy. Pasta will keep you sustained and beans will keep you sustained. And guess what? I can do both.
I used to eat syrup sandwiches.
Syrup sandwich for real?
Is that some spread?
I heard that in rap songs. I didn't know that shit was real.
Wait, so it's
the king of poor black people food, syrup sandwich.
Oh,
so Lord. What do you put? Is it white bread, like Wonder Bread and syrup?
It's 2 pieces of bread and some fucking syrup.
Okay.
Is it good?
It's good when you're hungry.
I feel like that's some street stuff right there.
No, that's some poor hood nigga shit. I don't hear about it no more. but like 90s rap used to rap about this shit a lot.
Yeah.
The last person I heard rap about it was Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
He said, I remember Sir Sound. That shit hit me in my heart. I said, oh shit, this nigga was poor too.
Well, what we used to do, we used to have leftover pizza dough when my mom would do pizza, and we would fry it, and you would put a little sugar on it. Absolutely amazing. It's kind of like a Zeppeli, but not. But
It's like Auntie Anne's pizza, pretzels, cinnamon sugar pretzels.
Kind of, but it's got a different taste. My grandma used to make it. It's like literally, it's not healthy at all, but it was leftover, and then
that's exactly why I'm gonna make some.
It's good. It's good. And then my man, he loves to get his tortillas and he'll put either butter on them, ketchup on them, or peanut butter on them.
All right, so I got a question before I get out of here because I'm gonna get out of here. What y'all think about this vaccination shit? Is it?
Well, first of all, you gotta stop using that word.
Call it vagina.
Because they listening.
What y'all think about the Fauci juice?
There we go. There we go. My nigga. He be watching Old Testament told you. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I see that shit.
Where do you want to go first?
Sauce.
I ain't getting it. I don't think I don't feel comfortable, and I feel that it's CA if I give it to my child, so I ain't doing it. I don't get sick. I don't get the flu. I'm very healthy. There's no need for it. I don't want a double Halloween mask for Halloween time.
Definitely ain't doing that shit.
It's for, I think somebody that's high risk, for somebody that's elderly, or somebody that maybe is like, that's like infectious disease. If somebody's high risk, then they should do it. Maybe they should limit their lives, but leave the healthy people alone. Because realistically, to have a strong nation, you need to take care of the healthy people, because they're going to be the ones, God forbid shit pops off, we're going to be the ones that have to go to war and do whatever. How are the sick people going to do it? They can't protect.
AKA she's talking to the facts. Stop the bullshit.
Bars. I don't trust it. You know what I mean? The dude that invented vaccines doesn't trust it.
Wait, word?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Now I gotta research this shit.
Hold on, I'll get you his name right now.
I'll tell you, my mom got it. She got both doses because she's pushing 70, and that's something that she decided to do. I wish she wouldn't have, but she decided to do it. My mother has been sick maybe once a decade, and she got sick after she got it.
I saw somebody say how Bill Gates gonna be handing out viruses and he can't even keep his computers from getting viruses. That shit had me weak as fuck. I thought that was the funniest shit.
That shit is funny, and it's real as hell too.
Because I was like, that is a good ass point, nigga. Who made you? That nigga ain't FDA approved.
I also don't appreciate the demographic that they're trying to give it to. I don't appreciate that either.
Oh yeah, they on some bullshit. I saw that shit. I was like, wow.
I knew his last name. I just wanted to get the first name. His name is Edward Jenner. And
Let me write this shit down. Edward, you said Edward Jenner?
Jenner, yep. And basically what happened was he gave one of his kids because he's the inventor of it. He gave one of his kids the Fauci juice, and they died.
What the fuck?
And he said, "I'll never do that again." But he's the inventor of it. And
Wow.
in fact, he was trying to do a form of variolation. Yeah.
Yeah, they bullshit.
He killed a lot of people actually messing with that shit. He killed a lot of people.
Oh, so this nigga's a serial killer.
With the Fauci juice, yeah.
Oh my God, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
I told you we live in a dramatic comedy. This is some bullshit.
Then you gotta look at Stanley Plotkin.
Stanley Plotkin. He sound like a fucked up person.
Yeah. In his deposition, he said, "Do you take objection to religious beliefs?" He said, "Yes." They asked him, "Do you believe that someone can have a valid religious objection to the Fauci juice?" He said, "No." He said he also is quoted as saying, "If they develop antibodies to a serum component, that would not be good."
What the fuck happened to my body, my choice?
That only works when you're liberal.
All right. Before we go, one thing, I got a question and we'll talk about it next week. The United States of America has spent an ungodly amount on HIPAA, and that's basically patient privacy protection. They're very, I worked in healthcare 7 years. They are very strict the way they give you information, the way you receive information. Sometimes they will not give you a diagnosis over the phone because of HIPAA violation. So if we've spent so much money and we have forced corporations to be compliant, and to educate their employees. I used to take maybe 3 days per year from working at my job to be HIPAA compliant, whatever it is, because I work with HIV/AIDS patients. But if the United States of America has spent so much money about guarding patient privacy, how can we now let people walk around and say, look at this, and with their status? Why? How does it make sense to me?
It's a clear HIPAA violation.
It is because if you're going to do this, in buses, in taxis, Ubers, businesses, private businesses, even public businesses, let's say parks, for example, let's say airlines, they need to be HIPAA certified. And that is going to be an ungodly burden on small businesses and large corporations, and that will be passed down to consumers. So that's all I have to say about that. Make that make sense to me.
Oh.
I've been told niggas to just burn this shit down. That's the only thing the liberals got right. Just burn the shit down, man.
Let them burn their own shit and stay the fuck out of my neighborhood. NIMBY.
Like,
I'm about to listen. I work so hard.
I said, don't touch my shit because I'm gonna kill you. But burn this shit down.
And let me tell you something. I worked my ass off to get out of the old neighborhood we were living in because we didn't know if it was fireworks or if it was gunshots. We had the elote man. I had the ice cream man when I was trying to breastfeed my daughter. Let me tell you something. I will move back to the hood and y'all can tear up the bougie ass neighborhoods. I have no problem with that. I can survive.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I love my people. I ain't living back around you niggas. Y'all play too much.
I said the same shit, yo.
All right, let's wrap this up because I gotta get baby in the bath.
Yeah, we gotta go. Yo, Cooley, thank you for coming through.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting and hanging out with you. Good night, everyone. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, set alerts, follow Cooley, follow Mr. Hotep Jesus, follow myself. It doesn't even matter. Make sure to get back with Hotep and Uncle Hotep tomorrow night. They're gonna be on some bullshit.
Yeah, you know he is. We going in.
And tomorrow, Hotep and I have a very special announcement, something he's going to be supporting me on. So stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned. Last super chat, Countess Monte Cristo, $10 super chat. He said, I had to donate just because someone like Cooley is so damn refreshing. Much love and respect. Appreciate you, man. We out of here.
Bye.
Grift on.
Yes, we going in.
And tomorrow, Hotep and I have a very special announcement, something he's going to be supporting me on. So stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned. Last super chat, Countess Monte Cristo, $10 super chat. He said, I had to donate just because someone like Cooley is so damn refreshing. Much love and respect. Appreciate you.